My band played here 10 years ago, and at the time it was truly a place to be discovered. You know, all these indie bands or bands that had nothing, no product, no nothing, no finances, got in their beat-up junk van and drove down here hoping to find a label. And now I think it's changed dramatically. I think most bands, I would say 80% or 85% of the bands have already signed to either major labels or to indie, like powerful indie labels. And it's just a way of labels to sort of showcase their product. Like, here's my new blah, 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 if I was selling t-shirts or at a trade convention. And that's kind of sad, I think, but I'm also guilty of it since we had our showcase last night. And there's also this, before there weren't, Capitol Records didn't have a showcase. To say, here are cool new bands. They have enough money, you'd think, to showcase their bands on MTV and, blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of lost its spirit a little bit. And the bands don't make any money, which is also kind of sad. South by Southwest makes so much money. The city makes so much money, the bands get paid like $250. Whether you're Built to Spill or you're, Ding Dong Johnsonburg, you make $250 or you get a badge. So, how much money does it cost for a badge? $400 and something, $500? It's just, there's a lot of money out there. And I think the band should be getting paid for their hard work, and they're not. So that's my negative about South by Southwest. My positive is that you have so many people from around the world. You have the East Coast and West Coast converging on Austin, and it's great. Just everyone wants to see your band. But it's also a funny thing because I remember when we were touring a lot, we played a show somewhere in Arizona or something, and all these kids came to we went to a party afterwards, and they were like, "Hey man, how was your show?" I'm like, "Oh, it was really good. Why did you show up?" "Oh, because I would save my money to see you guys at South by Southwest." I'm like, "But you could have seen us for $5 in your hometown. Why didn't you come and see us and support us on the road? We don't care about South by Southwest." And they were like, "Because I get to see 100 million other bands." And that was kind of cool, but at the same time I thought kind of lame. Whatever. But yeah, South by Southwest is awesome. It's fun. It's a big schmooze fest, and usually the weather's fantastic, and you gorge yourself on barbecue and try to stay awake. But it's awesome, but it's got its negatives. It's usually to two different kinds of groups. One is to the kid who lives in Lubbock, Texas, or something that doesn't get to see. It's like I live in New York, so most 99% of these bands that are here will be going through New York or LA at some point in their career. But if you live in a small town, you don't get to see those bands, so it's really exciting for, Mary Kelly to come down and see, oh, there's Built to Spill, or there's Plastic Constellations, and oh, look, there's Morrissey. I mean, it's a gorge of, a cornucopia of great music. And that's really cool. And then, on the other hand, a medium label like mine, you're meeting so many other people from the industry that can help license your music to movies or TV or to commercials or for video games or other types of the music business that can help sort of supplement and help fund your label. And then you have to figure out who are the cool people that you don't want to sell your song to some crappy movie, or do you want to sell your song to something else to make money, and everyone's trying to get your music for free, and this becomes this whole argument. But you're basically trying to present your wares to two different people. One is to the kid who actually gives a shit, and the other is to people who you're trying to almost hustle as well. So you're trying to present something honest to someone who cares, and then hustle yourself to someone who really doesn't. Yeah, just, it's, if someone's making a movie and wants to use one of your songs in the movie, it's like, they can take advantage of you, but since you're not a major label, you don't have a lot of lawyers behind you, you don't have a lot of clout, so they'll offer you, hey, I'll give you, $500 to give me the song in this movie. And you're like, well, $500 is nothing. I mean, give me $10,000 and that'll help the band, and I can give that to the band and say, here, you guys just made $10,000 off your song, go buy better equipment or go stay in a hotel for once, or, buy your girlfriend something nice. I mean, we're doing it to help our bands out, not just to have a song in a movie. But there's a lot of hustling going on, and people lay a lot of foundation. And on the flight over here, it was actually really funny. Every person on the plane was coming down here, And once the seatbelt sign, people could walk around, everyone got up and started handing cards out and ordering drinks, and stewardesses were going crazy. They were so angry, like, you gotta sit down, and people getting their stuff out and leaving it open and playing video games and, passing, oh, yeah, see this showcase, and highlighting things for people. And it was like we chartered this, 50 strangers had chartered this plane, and by the end of the plane ride, everyone was best friends and, drunk and stupid and couldn't wait to, get out there and hustle.